And welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Last time what did we do last time? It's been a couple days. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we awakened the Sage of the Earth Temple, and that turned out to be Medli. And I decided not to do Savage Labyrinth because I forgot there's actually something you need to do. I was confusing it with the original. I should probably explain that right now. In the original, there's a heart piece at the very end of the Savage Labyrinth. But in this version, it's actually an item that we should actually get in one attempt. Medli, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the Sage. It is a dark and frightening place. That is why, if you do nothing else, then at least do this. If Link comes near you and presses ZR to call you, then be silent and follow closely behind him. If Link presses A, allow him to lift you, and if need be, fly and carry him through the air. And Link? If Medli gets stuck and cannot continue in the temple, use the Wind Waker to conduct the song you learned in the Tower of the Gods. Do you understand? It's kind of actually weird, I think, using the command melody to, like, basically boss people around. Like, couldn't Link just point? Like, hey, go over there. No, he has to whip out the Wind Waker. Because it's called the Wind Waker. Gotta get the title. Get your money's worth out the title of the game. That made no sense, actually. And if I messed it up right in front of the instructions, that would be really pathetic. Tell the truth. I have not shown the title screen yet, actually, but this is the song on the title screen, combined with another song. Two songs, there's a medley, no pun intended, but it's a medley of the song of this temple and the next temple, so keep that in mind. I like the next temple, the Wind Temple song, a lot better. I like it better because it has more of a rhythm to it. I'm not the biggest fan of harp music. Who is? I mean, I like harps. It's just not like super, like, I don't know, catchy. But if you pick up Medli, you can actually fly, or she can fly. There's something else you can do with Medli, but we're actually going to be needing it in this room. What am I thinking? So we're going to take Medli up here and set her about here. And then, actually, no, wait. Do we fly over there? Okay, I'm having a hard time remembering. This is not one of my favorite dungeons. Okay, so we put Link. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, you put Link on this switch. Command melody. If I can remember what the command melody actually is. And then you can actually take control of Medli. Like so. If you mash A, you can fly. Controller debate time, because this is a boring dungeon, and there's plenty to talk about, don't worry. Favorite controllers. I actually like the Wii U Pro Controller because it doesn't sound like a horrible racket when you're pushing buttons. Like, you have to push the button loudly to make it sound loud. Like, the GameCube controller, as I discovered last LP, is super loud. Yeah, shouts Mario Party 5. Even Pikmin was kind of loud times because of button mashing. So yeah, the main gimmick of this temple is you need both Medli and Link. It's not too bad. It's the Wind Temple that I have like no memory of. I mean, I have memory of it, but I just have the hardest time remembering what to do there. We're gonna get the Tinkle statue, if all goes well. Oh yeah, there is no Tinkle statue in the Forsaken Fortress, so don't worry about that. These purple dudes are actually vulnerable to light, so we need to lure them over here, or just... Actually, there's another trick you can use, but it's just as fast. It involves having to play the command melody like 5 times. And once they're stoned, you just drop them, or throw them, and they will shatter into pieces. Oh yeah, Link is actually wearing the power bracelets, which is a nice touch. You and you. And there's one more red shoe, and we can just do that. Now this is another chest, like we saw Windfall, that's kind of like translucent. And we do want to break this. Trust me, you want to break this. You don't want to have to redo all this all over again later on, if you have to like save and quit. So arrow, I'm having to do like the claw as they call it to actually aim and hold down Y at the same time. But with fire arrows you can actually burn these. Fire arrow is where you get the power bracelet, so there's no missables. That Troy pendant is really high up, but you can actually get it with the boomerang. Done. And there's also a rupee, we can do the same thing. I should have mapped it R, so I wouldn't have to do the claw. But command Medli again, and boy, that looks trippy. Because it's actually it's the chest. Shimmering at the chest, just messing up this cutscene. I just played the totally wrong song. Expect it to happen a lot, to be honest. So when the icon turns green, you can actually aim. The harp is really shiny, so it reflects light, so we can actually use it as a mirror of sorts. Hint, hint. If you're a Zelda fan, you know what I'm hinting at. If you're not a Zelda fan, you do get a mirror later on in Ocarina of Time. Spoilers for Ocarina of Time. Okay, so we got dungeon map, so I don't get why Medli can't just walk. That's not creepy at all. Okay, so there are 2 doors, 3 doors down. I think that's the name of a band, but I know nothing about modern American music, so I only listen to like one American artist, and that's it. I'm not even kidding. You want to use Medli, and the mirror can actually collect fog. If you press ZR, Medli will be locked in this position, and that's something you want because you want the fog to be cleared up. Because if the fog actually, the fog makes it so Link cannot use any items, which stinks. And there's only one switch, so don't bother. Okay, Medli. Don't hit Medli. You can't actually hurt her. No friendly fire. This isn't an FPS. So, coffins. This is not exactly the cheeriest place in the world. I think these guys are actually called bubbles. I don't have any clue why. And we should be coming up on a staple of the Zelda series before too long. This is the area where you have to revisit with the item. Because... wait, actually... I'm just trying to remember stuff. Yeah, you have to come back here later on. Chest there, I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. Okay, this is why. You need Medli to weigh down the switch, right? Problem is, you do need the mirror shield here, so... Here's a question on my mind. Is this actually missable? Like, if you don't get this, can you just be permanently locked out from this item because you need Medli to weigh down the switch? So, if you don't have her to weigh down the switch, you can't get back into the room. So, could you permanently miss this? Just a thought. Fun fact, Savage Labyrinth. There is a heart piece in the GameCube version at the bottom floor, at floor 50. Apparently there's the rupee in Link's grandma's basement, like underneath, is actually is switched with the piece of heart in the Japanese version. This is a floor master, by the way. This is what happens with a floor master. You get spit out here. You don't take damage though, so it's like kind of stupid. Counters are the best way to do it. Ice arrows will work. Ice arrows plus skull hammer is another really good combo. So there's another little fiery thing. We can do that. Kill this dude. And we do need that light. That is not an optional thing. Because of those purple dudes. But we don't want to kill them. This is a puzzle. This reminds me of a puzzle. Speaking of which, light is not in Smash. Sad face. Okay, the reason you need this is because... I think I'm doing it wrong, but I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. I could just use that guy, never mind. Might be simpler to do it this way. These guys will unfreeze after a certain amount of time, so yeah, you have to kind of hurry. It's not too bad. It's like later on that actually they give you stiff time limits. So we need to push this block, like so. Now we can actually get Medli up here, and that's a switch. I forgot that was actually a switch. I think these, yeah, to get you up there, these things respawn pretty frequently, so... Oh, that was a bad throw. Probably should, try to throw better next time. Okay, that'll work. Magic if you need it, but since you have to use magic to get it, that's kind of useless. The animation of her crashing can actually be seen if you can throw her when the wind is going the opposite direction in, right before the Dragon Roost puzzle. I mean the puzzle right before Dragon Roost. Oh yeah, she'll kidnap Medli. It'll kidnap Medli, so you kinda wanna kill it fast. Medli will also end up in the center room, but behind a cage. Medli gets kidnapped a lot, if you can tell. And this is why I hate this temple, just saying. This is, again, way worse in the GameCube version where you had to sit through the command melodies. Actually, Link, the cutscene of Link conducting the command melody every time you actually use the command melody. Oh yeah, one thing I don't like about this game is, and just Zelda games in general, they don't seem like they can make up their mind if shield controls should be inverted or not. Like, I'm thinking in one of the games the shield controls are actually inverted. I don't know if it's this game or Ocarina, because they're definitely not inverted here, but I think it might be Ocarina where they're inverted, or I might just be completely wrong. That's very possible. Anyway, you see the little sun, teardroppy looking thing. That's a thing that you can break. That should be it, so I'm just gonna fly Medli up here to get her out of the way of the puzzle. Because there's a lot of block pushing. We couldn't push it because it was too heavy, which I think is the dumbest thing, because the whole point is you have the power bracelets by now, so it's like, why would that be too heavy for Link to push? Oh yeah, back to the Savage Labyrinth, because I've lost my train of thought. In this version of the Wind Waker HD, the rupee under Grandma's house is still there. So where is that treasure that gives you the piece of heart? It's actually a treasure chart now. Certain treasure charts were actually... Okay, you have to get the Triforce. I've already mentioned Triforce, so... Sorry, spoiler. The Triforce quest is way simpler, actually. Each game, in the original game, you have to get 7 treasure charts to 7 pieces of the Triforce. In this game, you only need to get, I think like half of them, or like 3 of them are actually treasure charts, and the other 4, I think, I might be wrong. Hiccup. The other 4, I think, are actually tied to, you don't get a treasure chart, you just get an actual piece of the Triforce, cutting down the side quest length by like a lot. Some of those treasure charts were actually replaced with other items like pieces of heart and actually like silver rupees and stuff. So like the treasure charts I think are still in the game. They just do different stuff. You have to shine light on the ghosts to kill them. So that stinks. I don't know what that blue thing was just now. I think I was actually clipping through the camera clipping through the Poe. Shouts to Star Wars. I'm kidding. I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who is not hyped for Episode 7 that much. I mean, I'm not a huge. I used to be a huge Star Wars fan, but I've kind of grown out of it. I mean, I don't dislike, you know, the original trilogy. I just can't get hyped for Episode 7. I mean, I just feel like the marketing for Episode 7 is just so terrible, it doesn't make me want to see the movie, simply put. Like, there's just, we know nothing about the plot or the characters or anything. Like, okay, we know about the original characters that are coming back, but we don't know much about the new characters, like backstories or anything tangible or like of note. There's just a bunch of dudes running around the trailer and that's all. I can't get excited for that. I hope it's surprisingly good, but again, if you have low expectations, maybe it'll actually be good, because you're expecting nothing. That's the way I'm looking at it. This puzzle stinks. Just saying, you have to actually shine the light on the Poe, and then quickly run over and actually kill them with Link. This actually becomes a thing later on, just FYI. You have to hurry or they'll turn invisible, but they only take 2 hits. You can kind of lure them like that. You only have to position it once, I think. And that drops more stuff. Can't call Medli because she's on the upper ledge, just saying. So, yeah, you can't call Medli, but it is more efficient to just carry her everywhere. Let's just say the AI is GameCube AI, so it's not exactly the best. And I just totally slammed her against the door. I'm sorry, Medli. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no, this is a thing that... I don't have a key. I'm an idiot. I'm going through the wrong door. Okay, now that we figured that out... Is this the room? Yeah, this is the room. You can actually trick this out, I think. I don't know if you can trick it out in this version or not, but I think you can actually get a key here without actually going down into the pit. But I don't know how to do that. Welcome to the most hated enemy of the game. Redeads. I think you can tell why. They freeze you and they do that blood curling thing, and they're just the worst. Bomb. Oh, he disappeared before the bomb went on. That was a waste. Okay, actually you can use bombs if you want to take the cheap way out, which I do, not gonna lie. The way Redeads work is they're basically like zombie booze. Not like the drink. They're like boo from Mario, not alcohol booze. If you face them, they will do that screechy thing and you will be paralyzed. But the key is to not actually look them in the eye. Don't blink. Blink and you're dead. Whatever you do, don't blink. Okay, I'm totally getting off topic here. Can you tell I like Doctor Who? Just saying. Actually, no, it's the other way around. You have to look them in the eye. You don't want to not face... Okay, I don't even know anymore. I just totally botched that, didn't I? Okay, so for, I don't know how many people who are going to be watching this video watch Doctor Who, but they're weeping angels. They're like the most scary villain in the series, and they, their gimmick is if you don't look at them, they will try to do bad things to you. So you have to like constantly stare at them. So they're like the opposite of a Redead. They're more like a boo, where you actually do want to stare at them. So the whole Boo Weeping Angel metaphor I was trying to go with the Redeads is totally wrong. So just completely ignore that. You can actually, this is a Stalfos. A bomb I think will one-shot them, but you also have to kill their head. We'll probably see what happens if you fail to kill a Stalfos, so... I mean, if you fail to one-cycle a Stalfos. So, don't worry. I don't want to show it because it's, like, super not fun. Holy cow, this has been 20 minutes already? Oh man, I lost track of time. And we're not even at the worst part of the dungeon yet. Worst part of the dungeon. That sounds terrible. But there is a really, really god-awful puzzle. And I'm sorry if you find the word god-awful offensive. I just got slipped out. I actually do swear a fair bit, but I try to keep this video clean because this is only an E10 game, so I don't want to swear. Like if I was playing like Resident Evil or something, I'd probably actually swear more. Because one, it's scary, and two, it's an M game anyway, so the chance of little kids watching it is lower in the first place. It's like, if this game's rated M, I don't have to watch my language because it's already an M game. Kids shouldn't be watching in the first place. Some people I know swear like sailors, even in E-games, which sometimes I find absolutely hilarious. We got the mirror shield. This is something that bothers me about the game. Link just kind of ditches his like grandma's heirloom shield, and that kind of bothers me, to be honest. Like part of me hopes that Link actually kept the old shield. Like, maybe it's just not on this inventory screen, but I do wish you could switch back to the old shield. Because, I don't know, I just feel like it's shallow of Link to just ditch it, because you think it'd at least have sentimental value, at the least. I really want to just climb up here. Thank you very much. Something I should point out, Medli always respawns at the entrance of the room, or wherever the last entry point was. Since we came from that stupid coffin pit room, that's where Medli just spawns. If our first stop, if we just came in through a door, that's where Medli would be. So it's very consistent. I think the King of Red Lions tells you that, but I think I might have ignored that text box. Yeah, dude, just walk right into it. Yeah, I'd actually be curious to look up damage modifiers for Wind Waker. Like, does this weak Master Sword actually do more damage? Because it feels like it does, but it's also super. It's not the powerful Master Sword or the full power, so it's like, is it actually stronger? I don't know. You'd think I would have looked it up after 7 years of playing this game. More like 8 years. Oh my gosh, more like 8 years now. Time flies, huh? I remember being like totally freaked out by this dungeon because of the Redeads. Not gonna lie. Despite this being a cartoony game, the Redeads are way scarier than anything else in the series, if you ask me, in this game. Like, to be completely honest, I don't find the Redeads that scary in like Twilight Princess, because the Redead Knights, they're kind of more like a combination of. The Redead Knights are kind of more like Gyptos in the other 3 Zeldas, and I find Gyptos like not scary. Just saying. So yeah, for some reason I do find these to be the scariest Redeads in the entire series. Ocarinas, they do kind of a low-pitched, growly kind of thing, so I don't find it that scary. Oh, that cage, move Medli. That cage over there is where Medli would spawn if she is grabbed by a floor master, so now you know. Okay, so we have both mirrors now, so now we can do something in this. Oh, no we don't. We want to go back here. I don't want to forget this. Don't want to miss a thing. No, sorry. Who even sings that song? I always forget who sings that song. I joke about it all the time, like in real life, but I always forget who sings the song. think it's Aerosmith, but I don't know. I don't want to sing too much or think I get like copyright flagged. I'm kidding, but I hear YouTube gaming is like the worst when it comes to copyright stuff. Twitch killer my foot. And this video is gonna be posted on YouTube, which is the ironic part. Yeah, yesterday, August 26th, was the launch of YouTube Gaming, and people are already calling YouTube Gaming dead on arrival because it has like the worst content flagging ever. So it's like you can have your stream like stop because of just like, oh, some stupid song that isn't totally public domain being in your video. Okay, I don't know if this is true, but supposedly someone got flagged for singing happy birthday to a chat person. So like someone in the chat, it was their birthday, so someone sang happy birthday, and supposedly their video got flagged and they got like pulled. Yep, YouTube Gaming, lovely. So kids don't stare into the sun, but in this case we want to have light directly into our eyes and stare at the sun. Actually, that would really hurt to have a beam of light directly redirected into your... Directly redirected? What? Directly redirected into your eye. Yeah, that would stink. Fun fact, I hear these turrets are designed the way they were because, well, most turrets go right, like that. Like, most spiral staircases swing right instead of left, like, or swing left instead of right, and supposedly that's to give left-handed people a disadvantage in combat, in medieval combat. I don't know if that's true or not, but it makes sense to me. These things are actually really strong. Look at that. So what are we gonna actually do? Boomerang. Nope. Hook shot. I know the hook shot would actually do it, but we don't have the hook shot. Dang it. Deku leaf. Deku leaf. And then here's good sir. Sir. If anyone knows who I'm referencing, because I'm referencing another LP, I'll be very impressed. Good sir. Actually, several people I follow do that, so never mind. Okay, so we need the Deku leaf here. Anyway, wow, voice crack. We want to fly over here. I botched this so much on my 100% run, it's not even funny, but it is funny because I just said it's not funny. Okay, that made no sense. So normally in the GameCube version, you would need the Tingle Tuner hooked up, which is the Game Boy link cable thing. But place just a regular bomb in the HD version and voila! Treasure chest. Sorry for all the voice clearing, it's kind of a smoky day. I'm in Washington and there's a lot of fires today, so that's just, it's so terrible looking at like photos of that, but I don't want to talk about that because that's depressing. I don't do Let's Plays to be depressing. I'm having the hardest time equipping the Deku Leaf. If you fall into the green stuff, that's not green, that's blue, what am I saying? If you fall into the blue stuff, you can't use any items, and there are enemies down there, unlike in that starting room, so that's really, really terrible. I really wanted to at least get to the worst room in the game, but because otherwise this would be like a 3-video project. I usually record this in 3-video sets anyway, so it would be the end of the world. I probably will record more because I have a lot of time on my hands today. And so I have plenty of videos done before school starts. So yeah, I wish that cutscene was cut out of the HD version, to be honest, because that gets a little old. So we got to the second stone slab, whatchamacallit. Stone slab, whatchamacallit. Okay, we were in a room of Red, so this is a good place to stop. Next time on The Legends of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD 3 Heart Mud, we will continue through the Earth Temple.